Oh my God, look at that. We are live. Welcome everyone to the inaugural session of Midnight City Royale with myself, Tim, as DM for this adventure. And unfortunately, tonight we are a couple people short. So, we're going to power through that. But hey, here we are. I am so happy that you chose to join us. This is going to be a monopunk campaign. I wish I had coined that word, but that's not my own, but it's pretty fitting. And for you astute viewers, you will notice more than one direct homage slash reference slash ripoff of maybe some classic movies along the way. But hey, that's what the best DMs do is they steal and they steal well. But anyway, thank you all for joining us this evening. Is there anything else we need to get to before we get into things and stuff and stuff and things?
Let's do stuff and things.
Stuff and things is my favorite stuff and things to do. Okay, perfect. So, as I said, this is a monopunk style campaign, which is similar to steampunk. We're going to say picture Eberron, the Eberron setting for D&D, with a bunch of neon lights and darkness. Give it that little noir flair. And that's what monopunk is. And this campaign is taking place in majestic Ilia. As you can see, the shining jewel of the Arleon Empire. We are following the exploits of one particular band of street toughs, young people who have come together to survive in the slums that have all been but forgotten by the gilded few who live atop the majestic towers in this jewel. They live at the very lowest rung of society. And to them, this is not majestic Ilia. This is Midnight City because even when the sun is shining, it's always dark on the streets. So with that, you know what? Let's do some introductions. How about we go around here? We'll start with Chief and we'll just go around in a counterclockwise fashion, introduce our characters, whatever you want to say about them, and then we'll go from there.
Why you gotta start with me?
Because fuck you, that is why.
That's valid.
Also,
All right, so in this campaign, I am going to be playing Kano, who is a half-elf monk. He is pretty tall for a half-elf. He's standing about 6'6". He is jacked beyond all belief. But he's pretty laid back, and he's always got something that he's smoking hanging from his lips, and much to his girlfriend's chagrin, she tries to get rid of it. Doesn't work. But yeah, that's Kano. That's all I'm going to share about him right now. I'll say it that way.
That's fair. I think next we're going to Chiara.
Hello there, I'm Chiara. I'm the aforementioned girlfriend, always trying to get Kono to stop smoking shit. I am a storm sorcerer who, she's not technically part of the gang. She just kind of shows up and nobody has the gall to say no to her, including her boyfriend, especially her boyfriend. But yes,
she's probably the reason they don't say no to you.
I have electricity and I'm not afraid to apply it to sensitive parts. That's all I'm gonna say there. Besides, yeah, she's basically like that kind of take no shit type person. Who she pretends she doesn't give a rat's ass, but you never know.
She gives lots of rats' asses.
All right. Well, I'm Hannah. Sorry, are you talking, Tim? I'm so sorry.
No, I was not. I was not talking. So you may go. Actually, we'll say we're gonna have you go next.
All right. Apologize. Well, I'm Hannah. I'll be playing Opal. She's the healer from War Cleric Row. Sorry. She grew up in the slums of Ilia. She just grew up patching people back together when they got hurt. That's essentially what she does. Started when her brother got really hurt. And now she just pretty much keeps everyone breathing. That's her job.
Which is definitely a full-time job, I would say.
According to my spell slots, it's going to be.
All right, moving on then. Let's go to Berg. Andy, let's hear about him.
So I am Andy, and I am playing Berg, the Turtle Barbarian. Berg is very, very large, probably the largest turtle anyone's ever seen. He's over 7 feet. He's very slow and lumbering seeming. He doesn't speak much except for when he's talking to the Kobold Shadow, who fished him out of the water and nursed him back to health. And he's kind of become the protector of this group of people. He kind of he's very protective of anything that's smaller than him, and so far that's been everybody he's met.
Almost.
Hey, just deal with it. You're actually shorter than someone for once. Deal with it.
And Berg does not talk a lot. Like he doesn't. What's that line from The Office? I can't remember it, but he doesn't use a lot of words when his fists or his maul will answer any
Why
question.
use many word when few word do?
Yes, thank you. I knew somebody would remember it. And that's Berg.
And that is fantastic. And to where we are finding ourselves, you four plus 2 others of import, plus many others that you would know in passing, are all part of the same gang. You are the Clerics Row Saints, is what you came up with, I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You all
I get
have
that.
your colors are purple, and you all have a distinguishing tattoo that has been done by none other than Kono himself. Now, the quality of your tattoo is disproportionately related to the severity of his highness when he was doing the tattoos.
That is
So-
why they call me Your Highness. It's funny.
That's right. So, if you have a really good tattoo, he was blazed out of his gourd and doesn't remember doing it. And if it looks like crap, it's because he was sober. And that's Shiara's fault. We'll blame her.
Yeah.
It's okay. I fixed that problem though.
With some ingenuity. Yes, you did. You did. And I love that. So
That was
we
the
are-
quickest yes from a DM I've ever gotten, by the way.
What did you do?
Don't
No,
worry
dude,
about it.
It was so good. Like, how could you say no to that? There's no way you could say no to that request. None whatsoever.
It'll come up. Don't worry.
All right. So if I switch us over to a new page here, I have to bring the little yellow thing for everyone to see it, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Except for I'm the only one that doesn't get to see it because I am in a GM mode. So,
Oh,
which page are you going to?
I am going to
I can
the
follow
folder.
I can follow the thing. Don't worry.
All right, folder
There you
page
go.
6.
Got it.
And
Nice.
this is where, yes. So this is the location of your hangout, your clubhouse, your home. It could be many different things to many different people, but this is your main headquarters as part of the gang. This is where you probably would spend the majority of your time, especially those of you that don't have any other solid familial connections. You would be hanging out here, and this is where we are starting. And I'm going to give you a simple prompt to begin this session. You have been, all of you, just within the past day, advised that the Moot has been called. So many of you did not know what that was. A lot of you had never heard that word before. But the Moot, you see, is the brainchild of the largest gang in Midnight City. The enigmatic leader known only as Silas. And he has promised every gang in this city two things: a general truce, so long as you choose your delegates to send to the Moot, and as long as that happens according to plan, prosperity that you could not even possibly dream of. At least, that's the rumor. And that's what you have been told. And that's what your war chief told you when he chose you specifically to be the representatives at the Moot. Only stipulations being, you must go as a group, and you must go unarmed. And that's where we're starting. And you're all there. So take it away.
So we're at our headquarters, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What time of
so
day
we're not
is
at
it? Sorry.
We'll say that we are about midday right now. And the Moot would not
Well, if
be
it's
until
midday,
the
then
next,
Kano would still be in bed.
yeah, the Moot will
So-
not be until the following evening, like the next
Okay.
day in the evening. Yeah.
If it's
So-
midday, go ahead.
So I'm just, since he's in bed, I'm getting the news from him because like he wants Kano to go, but he's just like, I can't wake his ass. He's dead to the world. He could sleep through like an entire war. I'm like, yeah. So I just take the news and I go and I kick him awake. I'm like, hey, jackass. But lovingly.
Jackass, but lovingly. That could be the title of the session, actually.
Jackass, but lovingly.
Like at this point, again, I will reiterate, I am not part of this gang. I don't have the tattoo. I wear the colors because, street cred helps cut a few corners for me. But I don't have the official tattoo. Like, I'm not part of this gang. But, like, it's kind of just accepted that I go where I want. And that's basically just like, if Kono's there, there's a solid chance I'm going to turn up at some point. So like anything that is going to get passed on to Kono will get passed on to me because they're like, you might as well tell her. And so I'm going to just like go wake him up and be like, hey, so there's a thing tomorrow. You apparently have to go. And because I don't trust you not to be high the whole time, I will be going with you.
Well, that's because I will be hiding the whole time, huh?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like is usually the case there. That's all right. And I will take out his favorite device from behind his ear and just kind of pop it in and just take a big drag and just. Yeah. All right. I'm waking up.
Mhm. That's your allowance. Not you're cut off after that.
Sure thing.
Yeah,
Whatever you
getting
say.
the sticker system. My goodness. She just put you on the sticker system. She was just like, you get a gold star
Try to take
today.
it. That's fine.
Then you get a hit tomorrow.
And
She
like
knows
keep
her
on
boyfriend
puffing
has-
on it.
For the record, if we would not get copyright struck into oblivion, I would be playing 2 joints right now. Just saying.
I smoked 2 joints before I smoked 2 joints, and then I smoked 2 more.
And you will notice that, like, if you had any joints hidden around your room and here,
Nope, I just got the one.
is it like what it like reappears whenever I take it away from you? I see how it is. So
The term joint of returning might have been thrown out. I'm just saying.
It may be a magic item that he requested, and I could not say no to. Just
Oh my god, I would love that.
her
Really.
sleeping on the couch tonight might be another term that comes up.
So when you finish it, does it come back too,
Yeah.
or does that
It's
complete
just
the?
infinite.
the
As long as I
cantrip
got a bag
magic?
on me.
My first campaign, I convinced my DM to
And I
have me.
forgot. We were talking
Evan.
about dragon grass, not anything actual.
Okay.
He likes his
yes,
dragon
no, of
grass.
course. In this world, there are no illicit substances that aren't fantasy illicit substances,
Indeed.
and he is a dragon grass enjoyer. And we'll leave it at that.
Aficionado, some might say.
Some might.
But I'm gonna
Stay
just
out of the garden, yeah?
I'm just gonna like fill you in on like what the war chief said and be like, yeah, there's some guy who's promising prosperity for all the gains, and I think either he's got his head up his ass or he's trying to pull one over on everyone else. So yeah.
Do we have a name for our boss? If not, I'm going to refer to him as Johnny.
I know. Okay. You guys talked about it at the session, bro, but I don't think anyone ever came up with anything concrete. So
Well,
this
now
would
we
be
got
the
him. His
time.
name is Johnny.
Okay, his name is Johnny, and I believe he was a gnome, right? We're gonna say he was a gnome.
Yes.
The
Yes.
gnome father.
Yes.
We call him Johnny. His real name is Giovanni.
That tracks. I like it.
His real name's Giovanni, but we call him Johnny.
Yeah, but
Yep.
Johnny.
Johnny Gat. Because I 100% did like totally steal all the ideas for our gang from Saints Row.
Is that a movie?
Nope. It's a
Okay.
game.
Okay.
We'll talk more about it on Thursday on the podcast.
I won't be there, but
I know you won't, but you'll listen.
I got plans. Anyways,
Anyway.
Except the time to listen to your crap, as you know. Just...
Like I said, we're a little dating. Anyway. So, yeah, Kano will just kind of like, upon hearing her talk about Silas, calling this thing and promising prosperity, after he's done rolling his eyes, he will just like stand up and he will give Shiara just a kiss on the forehead as he's standing like towering over her.
I am very small.
Yeah. I think he's like 6. I think we actually said he's like 6'6", 6'7", and she's like 5'2".
I don't think I'm even that tall. I'm 5 foot even.
Even better.
Like when the circus comes, they have to legit do like the height thing to make sure I can go on the rides. There are
Half the
children
time she has to stand on my feet.
Nah, they know better than to actually question you.
All right, but I'll go out to whoever else is wandering around the house and just see if they have heard the same thing.
Bring the bag first on the top.
I guess.
Yep.
Opal.
Go for it.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
I guess Opal would be somewhere. There would be like a little area that's kind of been her area where she kind of has all her like little supplies, like her little bits and pieces, and then like little vials of this, little vials of that. Like, and she's just kind of keeping inventory and checking what she has on her already and what she needs. And then she's also in her head going, oh, I need to let mom and dad know before I head out. They're going to worry. Because she doesn't stay here. She has her own place with her family that's very crowded and she loves it that way. But, so I guess she would kind of be on her own, getting her stuff together in her little corner that's somewhere in probably a main room, or maybe it's its own little private area. I don't know how it would be set up. But
Well, I would assume that okay, so Opal is providing a service to everyone there, obviously. So Opal would have her own room, but I would say she probably also would ply her trade out of a corner of the main living area, since that's where most people would be like to gather, and people who come in hurt would be most like to look for you.
yeah, okay. So that's probably where she would be. So I don't know if you would come by me or anything, but that's where I am.
Well, I mean, as long as she's not in her room, yeah, I'd come by you. If you were in your room, I would knock very politely at the door because I know better.
No better than just walk in on the medical person, probably things you don't want to see. Or it's happened more than once. You probably just walked in.
I was going to say more than one
Oh.
time I walked in and saw something I was not ready to see and just decided to go, nope.
A little too much. I guess she would sense you and she'd just be like, hey, Kono. And she'd be like, what's up? Did you hear the news?
Yeah, what's this bullshit they're talking about? Some kind of peace and prosperity bullshit, yeah?
I mean, it's not too far-fetched if you think about it.
If anybody
Yeah,
comes
dude.
to the other gang saying that there's a chance for peace, they full of shit. That just means they're trying to pull something.
We all have to have faith in something. I'm learning that now. The hard way sometimes, but learning.
I wish I could add the same faith as you, but as it is, I got faith in my girl and this gang and Dragon Grass.
Which, by the way, did you take that from my medicinal garden again?
No,
Mm-hmm.
this one's homegrown.
Mm-hmm. And what pain are you alleviating today, Kono?
And he will kind of like point over his shoulder. The pain in my ass, yeah?
I was about to say the pain in the ass. Oh, yes. That's a common one. I see a lot of the men folk around here for that.
I don't think we're talking about the same one. No judgment, though. I don't judge Berg for what he's into.
I wouldn't know the man never talks. Let alone is he a man. I don't know. He's a turtle. Oh,
He was a man. He was a turtle man.
Who was a dragon man?
Trogdor!
Burnanate. Yes.
Sorry, I'm done now.
You're never done with strong bad. I said consummate, V's. Consummate.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I don't know what we're doing at this point.
That is very of an era that most people probably are no longer aware of, and we are very old and dating ourselves. And it's okay.
That's okay.
Oh god, I thought I was dating myself.
Consummate V's aside, I'll just kind of poke my head up. Yo, Berg, you a dude, yeah? He's a dude.
Have you checked under the shell? No. Have I?
No, I take him at his word, yeah?
The man doesn't.
I didn't know I was muted this whole time. I've been talking this whole time. Commenting on everything.
That's great because you're muted anyway.
That's what Burke does. He legitimately thinks he's talking out loud, and like he's not.
I was gonna ask. There's like a bunch of people that live around here too, right? Like families and kids.
So yeah, I mean there are families and there are children all around here. The clubhouse is specifically for the gang members and I guess affiliates, as Shiara would be. But yes, the neighborhood is full of people, and there are a lot of gang members who do not live at the clubhouse, but are in the neighborhood, of which you would also be aware of.
I will say I do have a place that's not in the clubhouse where, like, if you've gone walking by my apartment, you will just constantly see like gaggles, like a gaggle of kids coming in and out.
I mean, but because of the whole sign in the window that says free candy, it's kind of weird. No one questions it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I'm shaking my head at something Chief just messaged me.
Yeah, she totally does.
I missed why you have a bunch of kids.
Have you ever asked?
You know how, Andy, you know how kids are made. That's how it happens. So don't ask these questions. You're a grown adult, okay? Turtle Man, continue.
Sorry about that.
I
was
you
going to say,
notice that none of these kids look like either me or Kano. They're like
sure.
random ages, random, like, you know, you've got some elves, you've got some dwarves, you've got a little dragonborn, like you've got kind of like all different kinds, like just different kids of all sorts. Where it's just like very obvious looking at them that none of us are related.
Yes, it is a very multicultural district. All races would be accepted here because everyone is equally as poor. So no one's better than anyone when you're living at the bottom.
I was going to say that if it was the midday, Berg would probably be at whatever served as a school with all the kids because he don't learn that good.
Oh. So in that case, you're probably eating, like, if it's around midday, you're probably having lunch with my kids.
Okay.
Why is that so adorable? I'm just like picturing a turtle getting climbed at playtime, and he just stands there, and he just eats really slow. Oh my god, I'm like.
But he's so happy because he also gets dino nuggies.
Yeah, like I'm. Right. Oh, it's so like in my head, it's so cute. Like.
Yeah, the kids all love him.
Yes.
Yeah, he eats all the vegetables. They don't want.
Yep. They just climb all over him. There's no play structure. It's just birds.
Do they get to doodle on your shell?
There used to be, but like
absolutely, and paint his nails.
Oh my gosh, the doodles on the shell. That's gonna be Opal's favorite thing to see when you come back every day.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be really funny when he goes into a rage with finger painting on his shell.
It's like little toddler handprints everywhere.
They're not all toddlers. Like there's like one or two toddlers, and then like it ranges from like toddler to elementary. There's like one or two in middle school, and then there's probably like one in early high school.
Yeah, we would definitely say that there is a school room, right? So like you would think in a city as large and prosperous as Ilea that there would be some sort of formal education structure, but not where you guys are. So it goes to the individuals who are willing to teach, and there would be a single school room uh, that would teach any child of any age who wished to came just the basics, how to speak, write common, basic arithmetic, that sort of thing. And it could be kids of all ages.
Mhm.
So then, yeah, Berg's just hanging out with the kids, having lunch.
Berg is very aware that I will make you all do any and all homework that you might have when y'all get back. There probably isn't any homework.
He's a barbarian. He's still working on the writing part.
Oh yeah,
All of his R's are backwards.
he's got. He studies his flashcards every night.
One of my kids is helping you with one of my kids, despite being way younger than you, is like still like basically tutoring you.
Yeah, I love that. Some little halfling girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and no one even questions it because honestly, the streets aren't necessarily what you would call safe, even with the gang influence, which is you guys all through it. It's still not necessarily a safe place. So, having a giant lumbering turtle man just kind of hanging out there makes all the kids feel super safe, and they want to go to school just to hang out with Berg.
Oh yeah, they love him.
But we can also fast forward that a bit then. So, since that is what Berg is doing with his day, we will reconvene in the hangout as the school day is over and evening begins to fall.
Around 3 p.m.
Which is, indistinguishable from other times because it's always dark in the city. But yeah.
I guess in between that time, I guess Opal would have ran home, told her parents, grabbed little things that she needed for the travel, kissed her parents goodbye, told her siblings, toodles.
Now here's the thing, because like my gal, honestly, she doesn't really want to leave the kids. So like I'm trying to figure out why she decides to go. And I'm like, I'm thinking maybe, Opal, do you think your parents would volunteer to watch my kids?
Girl, I think my parents are tired. They have, I am the fourth out of 6.
So then I think probably what happens is that like when I'm not planning to go. I'm like, yeah, Kono, you go. I'll stay here. I really have no interest in this shit. And then the next day, like at least 2 of the kids are hiding in your luggage and you don't realize and you leave. And then I've got to follow you with the rest in tow to just like retrieve the wayward children. And we end up there anyway.
That's a bad idea because then how are we going to get them back?
That's
darn,
why
you rascals. Now go and walk through the dangerous slums on your own. Back to the back to the row.
How about old Nan, who lives down in the who's the freaking general babysitter? Just make up an NPC. Grandma Nan's gonna watch the kids. Okay, there we go. Grandma Nan's watching.
She's like an elf that's like 3,000 years old.
Yeah, she's an old dog witch that gave it up. An old hag that gave it up. She just like.
I love that. I love that.
Why does Grandma Nan call everybody Petal? It's really weird.
Like, that's really sweet.
Look, just don't worry about it, okay? She was like watching me when I was your age. Like, she looks like a stiff breeze, not even a stiff. She looks like a gentle breeze can knock her over. But like, I've seen her beat up people bigger than Berg, so don't piss her off. Mind your manners, eat your greens, do what she says.
She's secretly equipped with a +8 rolling pin.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't mess with that. That you can't get past the +8 rolling pin.
No.
Come on. And as
No.
her backup weapon, she has like a +6 frying pan. So, obviously she's Italian.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say everyone calls her Nonna. Like she's just everyone's Nonna.
Dude, she is the gnome father's grandma.
Yes,
she just became a gnome. She is the gnome father's grandma. She is ancient.
She is. Like everyone is most everyone in the game is super afraid of the gnome father, and then his grandmother walks into the room and he's just like, "Hi, Nonna." Like she's the only one who can get him to cower.
All right, so would Johnny be walking around at some point? Like, would we see him at some point before this thing is supposed to happen?
Oh yeah, absolutely. He does not make himself hidden whatsoever. He walks freely about the premises, and he's just one of the guys. He doesn't act like he's high and mighty. In fact, he's probably not that much older than most of you.
I was just about to ask that next question.
Yeah.
Like, wonder.
So if I'm hitting it, do I pass it to him? Like, does he take it?
Oh, he would absolutely take
All right,
it.
cool. So like I would totally just be coming up just taking a big hit off the dragon grass. Just, yo, Johnny, let me get a word with you, bro. And then I'll just pass it to him.
Oh, yes, of course. And he'll grab it. Oh.
So
they don't make it like that much often.
No, it's the medicinal shit out of Opal's garden, but don't tell her, yeah?
No, of course not. Of course not.
But this whole thing with this Moot, we really buying this shit, yeah?
Yeah, we don't have to buy nothing. But I think it's profitable to hear what you have to say.
How many other gang bosses sit there saying that they're gonna do something that promises peace and profit, and then it turns out just to be a slaughter, yeah?
Yeah, but none had the jewels to call everyone to the same place at the same time. Not like this. It's not like a brawl. This is something different.
So who you sending?
Well, of course, you're going.
Of course.
Figure I have to send Opal because no one else can patch you up if it goes sideways.
Wouldn't mind having Berg at my 6, yeah?
Oh, there was no doubt Berg was going. Plus, he wouldn't go nowhere that Shadow didn't go, and Shadow's one of you.
Yeah, it's just a matter of finding Shadow that's the problem, yeah?
No, trust me, even if you don't see him, you know he's going to be there. That's how he works. All the mysterious and like. And I assume that little girly friend of yours, she's going to be tagging along, right?
I would say no, but as she just pops out from behind me, but something tells me
Someone needs to keep these idiots alive.
That's Opal's job.
No. She heals you after you get into trouble, anyways. I try to stop you from getting into trouble.
See, we couldn't stop her if we wanted to.
You knew that long ago, Johnny.
And of course, I'll be going with you on this one.
What?
Yeah. This is a big deal, and if this is legit, they're going to want to see me.
You think it's wise to leave yourself so exposed?
Word on the street is through the listing stones. All the war chiefs is going to be there. It'd be weird if I wasn't. Make it look like we wasn't interested in parlaying.
Are we actually interested?
I think we are. At least. Until they say something we don't like.
I gave it 5 minutes max.
Yeah. Then we just bop our way out of there and get back home. Easy in, easy out.
Johnny, you don't take after your Nona much, do you?
She'd die afraid if she heard you say that.
Yeah, she would. Thinking she raised a...
Just
Johnny,
wait till
I
she
love
finds
you,
out
but
that
you're
you
too
break the
young.
noodles before you put them in the water, yeah?
Look, it's gonna be A-okay, I can tell you. I'm picking only the best for this mission. I wouldn't pick no one else. But I gotta be there. It looks bad on all of us if I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, boss. I'll be there with you.
Meanwhile, Shiara's just looking between the two of them like, oh God. The two biggest idiots I know are going on a mission together. Yeah, you need me.
See, that's what
I
I'm
will
saying.
definitely, as she says that, take a big drag and just like blow it in her face and just be like,
I'm going to snatch that and then stomp it.
and before your foot comes down onto it, it just appears right back in my mouth.
She's going to look at that and then glare at you. Oh, that's fucking new.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank Nona for that one. She taught me how to do it, yeah?
That's a handy trick.
Don't you dare, Johnny. I'm not pulling your ass out another dumpster.
Dude,
Stop.
the biggest stoner in the row is definitely no.
I mean, look, she's got to take care of all the kids in the
She's
street.
got
She has
glaucoma.
to do something, yeah. Yeah, she's glaucoma. She has to. It's medicinal. But Johnny here would make sure everyone was all set. Looking at you guys, you know. Opal, are you back by now? And Berg is always there, we're assuming, unless it's school hours.
Aw, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, after school, I bring the kids back home. I like walk them all home. And then I come back to the clubhouse. Usually looking for Shadow, but I know he's away doing something. So I'll go into whatever the common room is.
Since
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
not home to get the kids, you will like you kind of know if I'm not home waiting for the kids, if I'm not off from work. Because I'm either at work, in which case you bring them to the clubhouse, or I'm home, in which case you pass them off to me. Since I'm not at the apartment, like, you know to bring them to the clubhouse, because either I'm at work or I'm at the clubhouse.
Okay. Then yeah, I will bring the kids. I will check her place, and if she's not there, then yeah, kids come with me.
Berg just walks in with like 5 small children hanging off him.
Hmm. And he walks very slowly and deliberately. So there are kids like doing circles around him as they go.
See, right on time, as he always is. That's why he's our rock, and he's definitely going with us.
Yeah, I'm less worried about him and Opal than I am the two of you, knuckleheads.
I never hit a man that didn't deserve it.
No. You know exactly what you did.
Anybody that I taught a lesson needed to be taught, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just a little more worried about the lessons you got taught back.
Okay, so let's say we got the formalities out the way. Let's enjoy the night. Because tomorrow we got a big day ahead of us. Could be great new things for us. And I'm ready to see what it brings. And with that, Johnny will kind of wander off back to his own quarters, do whatever it is that Johnny does, leaving you guys for the night and most of the next day. You know that the Moot wasn't called until midnight of the following day, so you got plenty of time to kill. And yeah, let's call our buyer break here.
All right.
Nice.
In that case, give us just 5 minutes once I find it. There we go. Give us 5 minutes and we'll be right back.
See.
Here we go.
And we are back. So we've had our little break. We're going to say that, okay, so unless there was anything specific that you wanted to do to prepare for the next day, we will just go through the evening, say it, progressed according to plan, and we will pick back up at right after school discharge the next day so that Berg can be there before you guys head off for this moot.
I think we just had it established that Kono has a guitar, so when it's time to leave, Kono will put down his guitar, stop playing the ridiculously heavy metal riffs that now echo through the clubhouse. And he will go to Shiara and just kind of pull her aside before we get going and be like, I don't know if you should come on this one.
She's not even going to say anything. She's just going to cross her arms and raise her eyebrow in a way that makes it just very clear that he better choose his next words wisely.
I got a bad feeling about this, and I think it's going to get real in a very real way, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
And
That's
I don't
why
need
I'm
you
coming.
hovering around being a little worrywart backpack all the time, yeah?
You need
You
me
can
to.
tell he's in one of those moments where he's like trying really hard to be hard with you and failing miserably, but he's trying.
She's going to just like grab him by like the chin and be like she's having to reach up and grab him and then yank his face down. And she's, honey, I know it's going to go sideways. These things never go well. That's why I'm coming. We got each other's backs. That's our deal. And besides, someone needs to pull Johnny out of a dumpster. I've been doing that since we was in diapers.
I want nothing happening to you is all.
Ditto. That's why we go together. Don't worry. I don't plan to do nothing stupid. I'll let you take the hits and then I'll light them up from behind.
Yeah, all right. And he just kind of like picks up his vest and kind of like puts it on and sports his the true like gang colors for the first time in a while.
Your vest is going to faintly smell like my shampoo because I have been wearing it the last few days.
That is exactly what Colin does. It's hard to be an intimidating badass when you smell like lilacs, yeah?
Oh, come on now. No one's going to be fighting nobody. You hear Johnny call as he walks past. He was clearly eavesdropping.
You keep thinking that, Johnny. That's why I'm coming. And I'm going to look at Conan. See, I'm not coming for you. I'm coming for that idiot.
There's a general truce, don't you know?
And you're a general dumbass, don't you know?
You'll find him in the main sitting room of the hideout. as he walked there past everyone's room, just kind of like waiting for everyone to gather in there. And in his hand, he is holding what appears to be like, it's just a little stone, you know, um, but it's flat on the bottom. It's kind of arched up, oval shaped, and he's just listening to it. Right now, it's only playing music as you walk in on him.
Wow, your taste in music really has not changed, has it?
Well, I don't suppose you would know, being as you never let yourself go into the needle because you're too scared.
Scared.
But I'm assuming Kono is coming in right behind Shiara.
I would say Shiara probably has like a fair bit of tattoos. She's just missing one. She doesn't have the one.
She's
Yeah.
scared.
We're debating on whether she has the tramp stamp with Kono's
She does
name on
not
it
have
or
a
not.
tramp stamp. She would not get anyone's name tattooed on her. But no, she's got plenty of tattoos. Like she totally leans into like the whole like storm motif, and like has a bunch of like storm themed tattoos. But yeah, she's just gonna look at you and be like, Johnny, I got more tattoos than you do.
Oh, yeah, the one you missed is mighty conspicuous. Just saying.
I don't need it.
He's got plenty of tattoos. I just don't want to talk about where he made me put them, yeah?
Yeah, you keep that to yourself.
Don't worry, honey. I know where he put them. Nona told me. Nona tells
Nona
me.
ain't seen all of them.
You underestimate the lack of boundaries that woman has.
Does Johnny still get bats from Nona?
If she is not happy with how he looks, she will 100% just shove him face first into the tub and just start scrubbing him. Always like, stop it, stop it.
I feel like a lot of stuff is becoming canon that Tim wasn't ready for.
Oh no, but it works. I'm here for it.
By the way, Shiara and Nona definitely team up against. Like, she reports to Nona. The two of them like have drinks on weekends.
Anywho.
Is everyone in attendance now in the main room, or Opal, Berg? What are you guys doing?
I
Berg's
think
there.
we all
Berg
need
came
to
in.
add one level in Bard, by the way. Just saying.
No, I much prefer to not be proficient with anything. And I'm just there like whacking on things, and you should please stop.
Oh, so you're in Slipknot. Anyway.
Rude.
Sorry. Moving on.
Accurate but rude.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Sorry, I'm done.
No, he's not.
Opal, Berg, what are we doing?
I followed Kono and Shara in.
Okay, perfect.
Opal's been there. She's just
Opal's always there, right? Like that's where she hangs out.
she's just kind of like the quiet one that just kind of like she's always just kind of doing something, but then it's like people kind of forget she's there, but then they know that she's there, so it's like she just kind of goes, people like
They gotta take you for granted because you're the healer.
pretty much.
Yeah. So, we're all in the main room. Johnny kind of looks around and then he realizes that, that wall is actually Berg and that chair in the corner is actually Opal. He's like, oh, well, I guess we're ready to go, ain't we? He looks at Kono and he takes the stone that was in his hand and he tosses it just directly at your head.
Obviously, I catch it.
I figure you should probably hold on to this one tonight. You're my second in command for this.
That's not ominous at all.
That's just decorum. You can't have the war chief go out there and hold the listening stone. Have you never seen a proper gang before? So you would know, without any sort of roll or anything, that the listening stone, as he so calls it, is it's similar to a sending stone, except the holder cannot broadcast anything through it. You can only receive messages. And typically, what the listening stones are used for is the overarching network of gangs in the city. Once you reach a certain level of notoriety, are gifted a listening stone. And while most of the time the listening stone will only play music, there are times that important information or news or happenings will be broadcast across the city to all of its shadow families, much like you are one of, just in case, things go awry or things of note are happening. So, whoever holds the listening stone is responsible for two things. You're responsible for making sure that you keep it covered if you don't want it to constantly replaying music and giving away where you are. And you're also responsible to be listening to it in case any of those special broadcasts happen to go out. Now, the clerics are in possession of such a listening stone fairly recently, we'll say within the past 6 months. They have been granted a listening stone, which has brought them into the wider fold of the city's shadow families. And so the mere fact that you have one of these things is kind of like, a pretty big deal. And the fact that you are being entrusted to watch it, Kodo, is a very big deal.
You sure I'm the right one to be giving this to, boss?
I mean, it fits. Stone for a stoner.
I would have no other than my second hold on to the stone. It's
All
no
right, Chief.
secret you've been my second for years now.
I got you. And he will definitely give Chara a look that is like worried.
She's gonna like give him. She's gonna like squeeze his arm encouragingly. It's like you got this, babe. But also, she is definitely looking at Johnny, kind of worried because like when Johnny starts getting a little bit serious, that's when she knows shit's gonna go down soon. And like the fact that even Johnny is preparing for this to go sideways, like she does not like this.
He definitely would have picked up on that, the facial expressions, and he would just kind of laugh. No one needs to worry. This is the start of something new. And like I said, if it ain't, we'll just bop our ways out of there and come back here to Saints Row, no problem. Right? The enthusiastic right is exactly what he was looking for.
Nah,
And everyone
and, like,
chimed in.
Oh yeah, we
Kono is
all got
just
that
looking
one.
worried. Like he is like worried like he's never been worried before. Like this just feels like this
And
feels wrong to him.
much of that would
I'm just
likely
like
have to do
chewing on
with
my
the
lip,
fact,
trying to just.
yeah, a
Yeah,
lot
I
of that
don't.
would likely have
Sorry.
to do with the fact that I don't think that any of you that I'm aware of, save for Berg, and he would not remember it, have been outside of Saints Row in your entire lives.
I like that he just slipped up and said Saints Row. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, this
Fair.
is
I have-
the first time that you would actually be leaving your neighborhood in any official capacity. I'm not saying you've never ventured outside of your, your walls before, but you haven't gone nearly as far as this. This is actually the entire way across the city to another, the almost completely opposite far corner of the city, where you all have certainly never been before. But Johnny doesn't seem to think it's a big deal whatsoever.
Johnny, you are gonna see me exchange looks with Nona, where she's giving me like a very clear "watch his ass" look.
If he saw that, he would promptly ignore it.
It's like the same look that she used to give to us when we were small kids, and she knew you were about to go start some trouble.
Well, I trust that we're all ready.
We are ready, boss. We're ready and excited. Berg, you excited? Look at Berg. He's so excited.
He's so excited.
So excited. For some reason, I think my accent is just going to drop into a New York accent.
I've been waiting for
I
it.
think we all kind of have New York. Well, I can't do an accent.
I think
but
it's coming.
look, we all got Brooklyn accents. It's okay.
I mean, hey, if we're going for it, then we might as well go for it, huh? It's all right.
Oh.
Berg is so excited, and I got you back, boss. We got you. We're so
Whatever you
stoked
say,
for this.
flip
It's
flop.
not even funny. Look at Opal. She's like coming out of her shoes already. And you
There's
guys
a
will all
reason.
notice that Kono is just being so sarcastic, and he is like the embodiment of worry at the moment.
There's a
And
reason
this
I
time, I
chose
will
all of you.
actively like take his joint out from behind his ear and stick it in his mouth.
Didn't even have to recall that one. They just ended up where it was supposed to be. I like it. There's a reason I chose all of you, of course. Come on, this is gonna be fun. Let's go show the rest of the city what the Saints is about.
I like how yeah.
Shitting on the city? Is that what you said?
I said show the rest of the city what the Saints are about.
Oh, I heard.
Shit on the rest of the city.
That's
Here we
literally what
go.
I heard, and that's why I was like, oh,
We're all just dropping trout, dropping deuces
Weird.
everywhere. Shit on the city.
this is a really weird call of arms, but
That is our battle cry now.
no, it's not.
Shit on the city.
Dropping deuces.
Deuce deuce.
Lord,
Wow.
that's
So-
not canon.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It is. Bill and Andy are going to be so confused when they get back and we go into our first fight. And the first thing we say is, shit on the city.
So you all fall in the order behind Johnny because, despite his diminutive nature, he is acting war chief, and he is the one that actually, outside of maybe Kono might have left once or twice. He's the one that seems to know where to go and how to navigate Midnight City. And so you follow his lead.
He's
You
telling me he's dressed in like a black suit that has like purple pinstripes or something like that.
Oh God.
Oh, it would be nothing so extravagant.
No, he looks like Soda Pop. That's who I'm picturing. White T-shirt with the rolled up like carton of cigarettes and like the
Well,
cheese.
that's actually not bad. Yeah, he is
See?
dressed like much like the rest of you. You know, he has his purple adornments, and his tattoo was clearly visible on his forearm, which is where he chose to get his. And you know, he has a. We're gonna say he has a garishly huge purple hat with a feather in it.
Little pimpin'. Got it.
Oh, of course, he's showing off.
Why does he carry baby powder around?
Don't you question Huggy Bear here?
I'm gonna like lean over to Oppo as we walk and be like, "What do you?" I'm so tempted to just throw that hat down the sewer.
Opal's just gonna not say anything because one, that's her boss, so she's not gonna like.
I would say like as Shiara like reaches for it, like Kona would just kind of like put his hand on hers and like lower it and just kind of give her the like.
And especially
And,
if you're number two's girl, I ain't fucking saying shit. That's two of the top people in one area.
And I would say that Shiara would probably get taken aback a little bit by like this is the most business minded she has ever seen Kono. Like,
To be fair, I wasn't actually gonna throw it down a storm. Like, you know me well enough to know that I would have just put the hat on, and
yeah,
like,
but I know you well enough to know that
But you also have to understand that,
those intrusive thoughts get they intrude a little too much sometimes.
like,
Yeah.
we're on business. You're taking this as vacation. Like, I have to take this serious. Like, I'm in a rank. Like, these people are above me, and it's like, I don't want to.
So
Shiara
accurate.
is not taking this as a vacation. She's taking this as like her two favorite idiots are doing something that she knows is gonna go sideways, and like she's
So
very
we all
worried.
know people are gonna die, right? Like people are gonna die.
Possibly.
You know, I feel like
Not with Opal on watch, but, you know, I mean, she might have to pretend like she doesn't know, or, oh shit, I ran out of spell slots. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then all of a
darn.
sudden, mass
As-
healing at the end. All right, there we go. That. Don't worry about it.
As we're walking and making our way, I want to be in the back, and can I just be watching our surroundings? As we're moving
Absolutely.
through?
So go ahead. Since you are in the back, give me a perception roll.
All right. Ooh. 18.
Perfect. So as you guys are walking through the streets, and especially once you cross out of what you know is your territory and into a neighboring territory, you can feel as much as you can see eyes upon you. People are watching you pass. But oh god, okay. But
you good?
I sneezed. It was horrible. But you also know that as far as you guys are aware, the general truce still stands. And as I said, you're crossing out of your boundaries, but this is to be expected and this is okay. But you're still keeping your guard up because everyone you feel is watching you.
So as soon as we get to the point where like I can tell people will start watching, Kono Kono definitely kind of like makes a show of he suddenly has a limp and he is using his staff to kind of like crutch along.
Okay.
I have a plan. It's not a weapon, it's a walking stick.
Mm.
You're pulling the Gandalf.
Yeah,
You
he's
would
not-
not part an old man from his walking stick.
So I just lean over. I'm like, wear sleeves next time to hide the muscles more. It'll help. No one's
You can-
taking that seriously.
You can be ripped and have a limp. It's fine. Trust me, I've given plenty of them.
So Johnny leads you through the streets up to the nearest city crawler stop. And the city crawlers are something that you guys are familiar with. To the extent that you've ridden on them would probably differ for each of you. But the city crawlers are these gigantic insectoid creatures that have been magicked and bred in a combination of both for the sole purpose of transporting people around the metropolis that is Ilia. So when the city crawler pulls up, you notice this just grotesque insectoid creature traveling along a predetermined railway, and into its carapace has been like bored out, dug out to make seating areas for people to ride. And that is the first stop that you would note. And when it pulls up, somehow these doors, which are also made of the same carapace chitin, swing open and they wait for you to board.
Oh, look, it's like the thing we pulled out of the kitchen sink last week, but like 1,000 times bigger.
So we all hopping on?
Yeah, I guess Opal just walks on.
These things are gross. Be all right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. So to the uninitiated, the people who were not familiar with riding these things, this is a completely just this is a weird experience as you are inside essentially of this giant bug, but it's all inside of this carapace which has been molded to resemble the inside of a train car. There are seats.
Please tell me Bird gets like super motion sick.
No, I was going to ask if I even fit.
Oh yeah, you would definitely you would fit onto it, but if you're standing, it would be very uncomfortable. You would probably have to sit down to fit comfortably.
Okay.
And when you sit down, you're going to take up most of your aisle, like just width wise.
That's fair.
Just because of that, we're lacking on room. I am, instead of sitting in a seat, going to sit on Kano.
Yes, that's the reason. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
And you would notice even on the inside of these giant, we'll say for lack of a better term, beetles, that there's literature even posted on the walls. You see a couple of the familiar "Welcome to Ilia" tourism posters that you all have grown accustomed to that resemble the city nothing like what it actually is. You also do see a map of the city crawler lines, how they intersect, where the stops are, And if anyone wanted to take a moment to look at those maps and maybe try to make sense of them, I would allow it with an appropriate, we'll call it investigation roll.
Yeah, I'll give it a roll. I'll give it a try. Perception and fact. That's an 8. I'm too grossed out by the beetle to notice anything.
Yeah, so you look at it and you're like, well, this kind of looks like something that would make sense if this whole thing wasn't really freaking weird and I wasn't inside of a giant living beetle.
Yep.
But you realize that, it probably does adhere to some sort of general timetable and it goes on specific routes. That's what you can glean from it.
Okay.
And so, as you all take your seats or take someone else's seats or sit upon someone else, the city crawler then takes off. Doesn't wait long. It doesn't seem like it was waiting for you necessarily. It's as if there was something telling it that, hey, I have to be here for a set amount of time and then leave. And it does. And it crawls off. And it crawls along this, as I said, kind of looks like a rail. Like it's a what you would consider to be a thin piece of metal.
Are you Final Fantasy 9ing it right now?
A little bit, yes. This is kind of like
Yes.
It's very
I
similar to that.
appreciate that.
And it crawls along this predetermined rail, and it just starts going, and it doesn't seem to care about anyone being inside of it.
Yeah, I'm
And
still just too weirded out by this thing. No.
So this happens, and you are in this particular city crawler for, we're going to say, about 2.5 hours. When all of a sudden,
Does it have windows?
oh yes, there are windows carved into the carapace.
Awesome.
You can see out the entire way. Again, that's as if someone has painstakingly chiseled these creatures to have full luxury accommodations. Maybe not luxury, but full accommodations for the average traveler. And it doesn't seem to affect the beetle at all, at least not as far as you can tell. So yes, there are glass windows inside of this carapace that you can look out of as you're going.
Does anybody yell at Kono for smoking inside of this thing? Is this a non-smoking beetle?
You have not noticed any no smoking signs.
Well, I will crack the window then a little bit as we go on and just kind of be blowing my smoke out of the window. But he is very lost in thought. Shiar is just sitting on his lap reading a map.
To your astonishment, or maybe not, the windows that are built into this thing's carapace are actually double paned and can open slightly.
Nice.
This is a level of engineering that, I mean, most of you probably haven't even considered.
So they can make fucking beetles fancier than the places where we live. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's sweet. Excellent city planning, you rich fucks. I mean, that's fine.
Very
rich.
As you are nearing the, I'm going to say the 2 hour and 25 minute mark of this 2.5 hour beetle ride, all of a sudden, a faint red light starts to glow near the where you would assume was the front of the beetle. And Johnny looks at it and goes, oh, this is going to be fun. Make sure you hold on. And almost as soon as he says that, you feel the beetle lurch. And you are pushed towards the back of the cabin as the beetle starts to not. It was previously moving relatively horizontally, but it has reached a section of rail that goes just about vertical, and it is now climbing directly upwards, and you are all violently shoved to the back of the car.
I will say, with Shara in the position that she's in, Kono does not mind.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
I picture her reading the map and him just giving a face. Yep, Kono's good.
Yeah. This is doing more for his nerves than the joint is.
Kono has no complaints.
Actually, it's probably doing a different thing to his nerves that is equally not good.
That's not my nerves, but
there are, however, a lot of nerve endings there, just saying. Anyway, the vertical ascent only lasts about 30 seconds, but for those of you who are not prepared, it is quite disorienting as the beetle then once more seems to level out and start going horizontally once again. Johnny the whole time just was giggling like a madman, and once you level out, he goes, I haven't done that since I was young. I probably should have warned you about that. But you continue onward.
You didn't have to warn me about nothing. That was awesome.
That's what I thought. You continue for about another, we'll say 30
Danielle, you
minutes.
are such a cinnamon roll. I love you so much. What was just described is generally referred to as motorboating, just so you know, because she was unawares.
I don't know these things.
The face in the cleavage.
What is happening back there?
It's best to not ask.
This is weird. I don't know. We walked in on something. I guess the vertical ascent.
There is definitely a vertical ascent going on for Kono.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Thank you.
As we get off the train, Kono has to take like the big steps to.
After the vertical ascent,
it's a good thing that he wears like really baggy, monk clothes.
The beetle levels out. We'll say for about 10 more minutes before it comes to a complete halt. The chitinous doors open, and Johnny says, "Okay, this is our first stop," and hops off.
First, I thought we were going to one place.
Oh, we are, but you don't think anything leads directly to the Saints Row, do you? Just like nothing leads directly to the Gramercy. You have to make many stops.
All right.
So you
You're buying me lunch, Johnny.
Yeah, this time maybe dinner, but sure, we'll talk about it.
No, Kono's got dinner.
Yeah, he does. Anyway.
So you hop off and you find yourselves in a large, long, open hallway with multiple rails, much like this one. One that the current beetle is on, and it seems like he's going to keep going that direction. And another one that seems to drop down from the ceiling and then come next to you. The beetle is upside down, but when his carapace opens, It appears as if it's right side up for people to sit in. Oh, that's our next stop. Come on, hop on. And Johnny just walks over nonchalantly and hops right into the Beetle.
Kano will follow with an exaggerated limp now for no particular reason.
When I get in, I'm gonna like tap my foot against the bottom because I'm like very aware that this is like basically the outer edge of this thing's shell, and I'm not at all trusting that this isn't gonna give out from under us.
So you kick it, and it is sturdy. It's as if you are kicking solid rock.
I still don't trust it.
So I guess Opal's gonna notice Kono's limping and she's gonna be concerned. So he's gonna sit down and she's gonna sit in the seat behind him and she's gonna do like, like one over the bus seat kind of thing. I don't know. That's like I'm kind of picturing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Just
like,
back and be like, "What's up?"
"Are you okay? Like you're limping all of a sudden. Do you need something? Like I have these herbs. I have an ointment. Do you need an ointment?" And she starts like, like
Nope. I'm
Oh, sure, he can use an ointment, but I don't think Shiara would like that. Johnny says from the front of the Beetle.
Did I don't think I understand this joke. But she's gonna hand you a piece of ointment, like just like a little, like a little tester of like ointment. And she's gonna be like, "Here, rub this on your bad ankle twice a day, okay? And it'll be fine. It has a heating feel to it."
Oh, well, make sure to rub the warming liquid on there.
Yeah,
Yep.
he knows.
Put that right on your ankle, hun. Come on, babe. And then I am going to just like find the nearest item in this like little compartment we're in, and I'm gonna throw it right at Johnny's head for what he said.
Yeah, you know what? Some neglectful former rider just so happened to leave an umbrella on there. And
I
you're going to throw this umbrella directly at Johnny.
I am.
Oh, I don't think it's going to rain today, but you know what? I
It might.
appreciate. Oh, I better not from back there. And he will pop the umbrella open and put it behind his head and angle it so it is blocking the back of the seat. And he's going to
We gotta clip that because Hannah's reaction to that was great.
I love how this campaign already has less hinges than the museum one shot.
That was something. We aren't there yet.
Just give us some dino skeletons. Every time there's a dino skeleton, this group gets unhinged.
Sticky dino bones generally do bad things. Anyway.
You are seated comfortably in the next city crawler, and it begins its journey. It's walking on its own rail, which is upside down for it, but right side up for you. And it begins to go about its way. And you continue on this trail for about, I would say, another 2 hours. It's a very long journey. And it does make some stops along the way, but every time Johnny says, no, not yet. No. And you notice that no one else is getting on this crawler. It's just you guys. And you continue on for about another 2 hours until finally this beetle again, the red light begins flashing. You make one more vertical ascent, which is abrupt, but you guys have now realized what you're looking for, so you're a little more prepared for it this time.
Kono gets the biggest smile.
And then comes to a stop.
Oh no.
And Johnny's like, well, this seems to be it. And he hops out.
Wait, we're at a vertical? We're still like this?
No. Right after the vertical, it levels
sorry.
out. Yeah. It
Okay.
levels out right after the vertical.
I was like,
So
damn, this
getting
map
off and
looks
still
wild.
limping. Kona will just be like, I forgot how much I love the city crawlers. They are absolutely wonderful. The best way to get around the city. Yeah.
And so you all hop out, and you're in another station. But this one is an open air station, and it's by this point it is definitely evening, even if it would always appear to be evening, no matter where you were. It's nightfall by this time, and Johnny looks around and he looks up as if he can see the sky, which he definitely probably can't. But he goes, "Yeah, yeah, we seem to be right on time."
As I
Johnny,
like
you've
look to
never
where
been
he
on time
was
in
and
your
like
life.
realize he's looking at like rocks and just be the, like, what are you talking about? It's
Now you know what I've been dealing with my entire life.
Well, no. So this one it does extend outwards into other streets and such, but there's not but buildings as high as the eye can see, plastered with their neon and their glow. That seeing a sky would be all but impossible here. But Johnny seems to think he knows what time it is and where you guys are.
so we're on Coruscant. Got it.
I mean, pretty much, yes.
Got it.
And he looks to you and he goes, "Well, if the map was correct, which of course it is, and if I'm correct, which of course I am, we're just about at Gramercy."
I like the
Johnny,
fact that
do
like
you
as soon as
know
he
where
says
we're
that,
going?
Yara and Kono are both just looking at him like one eyebrow up a piece, just like yeah.
The two of us are just looking at him like, so we're gonna be late, right?
Oh, we're going to be just on time.
We're
He
already
looks,
late.
you are yet not late.
It's
There's still actually
12:03.
there's you would reckon that you still have about an hour to make it there. By the time you actually finally arrive, you have about an hour to make it there. So I mean, not that you know where you're going per se, but you're probably making decent time. And he says, "Just trust me. There's a reason I'm the ward chief, is there not? And it's not just because of my hat." And he flicks his purple brimmed hat and starts to walk off into the nearest alleyway.
This time I legit want to throw the hat off the roof. Like Kono is gonna have to grab my hand. Like I'm just gonna look and be like, you need to stop me or that hat is going for a sale. The hat is gonna go bye-bye.
Okay, so there we go. All right. I would assume you would follow Johnny.
Of course.
Yes.
And it's not too much longer through the winding, what appear to be identical city streets and alleyways. There are people milling about here and there, but when they see you coming, they seem to give you a knowing stare and kind of give you a wide berth. But after about 30 minutes, something very, to you, strange happens. The sky touched buildings fall back, and you find yourselves in an area. Before you stretches long, just unabated grass, which is a rarity, to be sure, where you're from. And above you, the buildings are not claustrophobically clinging, but they open up and you can actually see what passes for a sky. Now, granted, it's still going to be polluted with the nearby neon of all the other sky touched buildings that sort of hem in this park. But this is the closest thing to seeing the actual night sky that any of you can remember, probably for your entire lives.
I'm gonna
Berg is
say
just
Opal
staring up
kind of.
at it.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say Opal just kind of stops where she's at. Like at the brink of where the sidewalk and grass kind of start. Like she's afraid to go into the grass. Like it's like she's never seen it this close. And maybe she'll touch it and like look up at the sky at the same time. Just to kind of say she's did it, and then like stand up, wipe her hands on her dress, and just look more up at the sky next, maybe right next to Berg even.
And if you look very close, you would even believe that you could see stars. You've only ever heard about them, but you think that they might be up there. And your brain is telling you that you can see them, even if they're just very distant, fuzzy dots in the sky. You're like, I no, these are stars.
So I would say, upon looking at the stars and like remembering stories that his mom used to tell him, like his hand will just kind of find Shiara's and just hold it tight as he doesn't show any emotion in that moment, as she knows that I have to because I am the second in command, so I have to be all like stoic and shit.
She will still like just she'll take his hand and then she'll just lean her head against his arm. And then um it like is it cold? Like what's if it's cold where we are, she is just gonna casually slip like under his arm so that his arm is wrapped around her and she gets more body heat.
Okay, so here's the thing. It wouldn't be necessarily cold per se,
Okay.
but you no longer have the warmth of all of the buildings. You don't have the ambient heat of a million plus people all around you, of the streets, of everything. So it is it is cooler than you would expect, and you would react in such a way.
Yeah. So I am gonna just kind of put his arm around me because I can't steal his vest right now because he's wearing it for once.
Just pictured Chiara just like crawling up and him and just carrying her. Like, guess
She
this is
doesn't.
a thing now.
She does. No, she won't make him carry her in public. But she does like 100%. Just she steals his clothes and like body heat. Like she's an urchin. She knows what it's like to be cold. So like she's very against it. So like
That's why he can never find any of his hoodies.
yeah, yeah.
Hence why he has to wear vests because then you won't steal them.
Right.
No, she'll still steal them.
My son is learning that that is a real life thing. When is he gave his girlfriend one hoodie and she keeps giving it back to him and saying, "I need you to like make it smell like you again."
My sister
It's
does that to her
adorable.
boyfriend. Like they pretty much just like she takes a hoodie, wears it till the smell fades off, and then gives it back to him and says, "Okay, give me another hoodie while you make this one smell like you again."
Yep.
It's just a rotating cycle of hoodies. I'm like, are you kidding me? He doesn't even have good hoodies. They're
And
ugly.
so you find yourselves in this wide open field with an actual honest to the gods sky above you. And as I said, it is a bit disorienting and overwhelming. But as Johnny leads you deeper and deeper into this field, it is slowly less open and less overwhelming as you find yourselves being led amongst a throng of people who are already gathering here. He says, "Well, looks like we found the right place." And as you look around, even though the open sky is above you and the towering monolithic sky touched buildings are only on the periphery, you are amongst a mass of people, once again, of all different races and distinctions. And you can immediately identify that they are all of different affiliated gangs. Because they all have the majority of them, they all seem to have their own color scheme to them, their own defining characteristics. And you are amongst them. And they are all kind of milling about, mostly talking to themselves, those of whom wear their colors, those of whom look like them or share their symbols. But they're all noticeably waiting, much as you are now, for the same thing. You're waiting for whatever is about to happen in the center, and you can all see it. There is a large, what looks like it was once a pavilion in the middle of this large outdoor area. It has been perhaps destroyed and in the process of being rebuilt, or perhaps this is the intended outcome of the rebuilding, but it's covered in like a scaffolding and it goes up into a, what would make for a nice speaking platform for someone, and you realize you are all in a very large amphitheater.
I would like to not be towards the front. I'm gonna just like I'd like to be somewhere up high where I can see everything.
I would say
Um,
that
but
Kona would 100% make sure that Shiara and Opal are kind of in the middle of almost this little triangle type thing between Johnny, Kono, and Berg, so that they are watched over and safe.
I would say that's fair, and Johnny would definitely be at the point. He would be at the lead of this triangle.
Yeah, so like I would kind of like end up pushing Shiara and Opal kind of in front of him as Berg and Kona just kind of take spots kind of off of each of their shoulders, like kind of coming up behind him.
I am gonna tell Johnny, like, I know you want to be right up front. We're staying at the edge of this until we have a better sense of this.
No,
We're finding a
he's got to go where he's got to go. He's the boss. Things
And
have to happen.
He overhears this and just kind of gives a thumbs up, and he does use the wedge that you guys have created to kind of like push his way into the throng of people. Not the whole way. Guys are not close necessarily to the center, but you are in the throng, so that if you look around you now, there are people of all different walks and all different affiliations surrounding you. You are in the middle of this, and it seems like most of them, when they're not talking to each other, they are staring intently forwards, all towards the center platform that has been hastily erected.
I don't know, but I feel like Opal would be like looking at everybody else that's like close around us, like trying to like peek in between, like kind of like doing like, come on, like let me see, like come on. Like, I'm trying to get a look at these people.
And you from what you can see, these are all different gangs of the city, most of which you do not recognize.
I was gonna ask if I've healed any of them before, or
No one that you can see nearby.
Mhm.
These are all strangers to you, but they're all clearly affiliated with their own tribe, just like you are. They're all in their own packs of 6. But you guys still are a pack of 6, even though we're only 4 tonight. You're a pack of 6.
There's
Yeah,
imaginary.
yeah.
They are in their own little territories and talking to each other, but there's some tension. The tension is palpable between all of them, but they are more beholden to whatever is about to happen, or whatever they think is about to happen in the center of this.
Did anybody already like check our weapons, or were we just expected to not show up with them?
No, there did not seem to be anyone who was actively looking to make sure that you followed the rules that were set down before you. It appears to be on the honor system because no one checked you, and you look around and you don't see anyone checking anybody else. But a cursory glance without any investigation or perception would tell you that no one else seems to be armed.
So I will just play up the looking like I'm leaning on the stick.
Except for Opal. With her complete, like, gonna like picture the daggers like still on her side, but like near her medical bag. Like there's something indicating
I'm
it's not.
sure you cover it up quickly with
Yeah.
your vest or something. Yeah, it's not like exposed. It's like you're brandishing it, like slashing people currently.
Yeah. She's just gonna be like, oh wait, let me just throw my jacket a little bit lower.
You guys probably won't notice. Ow, I did something to my leg. You guys probably won't notice that like Shiara's hair is getting real frizzy and like staticky. Kono and probably Johnny know her well enough to know that like this happens when she's getting nervous, like because she's just a very kind of she's a storm sorcerer. Electricity is her thing, so like when
as that happens, like you will just feel Kono's arm just like come over your shoulder and just kind of like pull you back into me, and like I make it look like I'm kind of like nuzzling into the back of your head, but I'm 100% bird dogging everybody. Like, but also calming her down at the same time. Efficiency.
Yeah, she's just like she's waiting for something to go wrong. She doesn't trust this.
So,
Bird's head's been on a swivel this whole time as well. I'm the only one that did not bring his weapon because I was told not to bring a weapon.
I don't have.
And you follow orders, and that is
a walking stick.
That is what is expected.
Like, do we know much about the other like bosses and their number 2s and everything? And like,
yeah,
would it be known that I'm a monk, or is that?
No, you would know. They would know as much of you as you would know of them, which means you might know their name, you might know their colors, you might know their logo, and that's about it. You could draw some assumptions from that, much as they would draw assumptions from your name being the Saints Row Clerics. Like,
do I see
Or the Clerics Row Saints? Either way.
Or was the Clerics Row Saints? Oh,
you're the Clerics Row Saints because we are not ripping off Saints Row completely.
Yes, you're the Clerics Row Saints. My bad.
Do I see anyone else who like is basically in my position where like they're not officially part of the game, they're just someone's girl, where like I might be able to try and get them to chat with me and see what info I can get off them about their groups.
It's
Oh,
cute
you're
that you
not
think you're
leaving this
going anywhere
triangle.
that is out of arm's reach of Conan.
Yeah, I was gonna say Opal would even grab you before you even had a second, and she'd be like, "You better listen, and you better
I
listen good."
The
I will
sweet
let
little
you
cinnamon roll
roll.
that you are, both in and out of character, like you think you're wandering off.
I will let
Funny.
you roll a perception check to see if you can see anything.
Hi. $15.
15. Okay. As you glance around, there are so many people, it is overwhelming. You have never seen this many people in one place before until tonight. While you might see a few people that would fit that distinction, they're also similarly cloistered in their respective colors that you probably wouldn't even attempt to make your way to them if you could. Because I'm assuming that you would not be allowed to.
Yeah, I'll have to wait till tensions diffuse somewhat if they do, and then I'll have to start cozying up to people. But
I have two questions.
Yes.
Are there any other gangs that we've got like running beef or animosity with?
ooh,
And
yeah.
if so, do we see any of them in our vicinity?
Okay. So, yes, there are gangs that you would have routinely come across and have maybe tensions with. You do not see them near you now.
Okay.
So you don't recognize any of the gangs that are nearby you where you currently are.
Yeah, Bird's just keeping a lookout for any signs of trouble, any signs of any of these other gangs, paying too much attention to them specifically.
Okay, I like your vibe.
Got it. Yeah, no, you're keeping your eye out, and you're noticing that yes, while there are a myriad of gangs here, you don't see anyone you recognize, or nor do you see any logos, cuts, or colors that you recognize. At least not in your immediate vicinity.
So,
Alright.
with this thing described as what it is, would that catch our attention? Like, would their absence catch our attention more? As suspicious, or
What do you mean?
like
mean,
would we be more suspicious over the fact that the gangs that we're beefing with aren't here?
No, they're here. They're just not near us, is what he's
Yes,
saying.
no,
Yeah.
and
There's
you
just
would.
so many other people here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you would chalk that up to anything, you would chalk that up to Johnny's forethought and picking a spot that was not immediately hostile to you. Because while a general truce may exist, he's not going to risk it. And so he angled you specifically into somewhere where you are not around anyone who is in any way affiliated or antagonistic to you.
Okay,
Got it.
nice.
And so this kind of, remains the status quo for about another 20 to 30 minutes. And you can tell it grows increasingly uncomfortable as everyone is just kind of looking around, and you feel the claustrophobia as more people actually come in behind you. And there are just literally, you have never seen this many people in one place before. You are surrounded by bodies. And while most of them are, like I said, either talking amongst their own core group or have their eyes turned on this stage, it's still a very unnerving experience to be so open overhead where the actual legitimate sky is there.
I really want to know what that message
I just helped somebody win because he might be too locked in, but I'm still here.
That was Stone. He is one of my players.
Beautiful.
in my in-person game on Thursday. And yeah, so hopefully he just lost money. So suck it, Stone.
Glad to have you back, Tim.
I saw the pop up too. Thank you. But yes, so and that is where you have failed. You not realize that Streamlabs has a pop up system. Ha!
Ah, huzzah!
I will be taking away your inspiration on Thursday.
Uh-oh.
No, I won't actually do that because he's a human and he's playing 2024 rules, so he gets inspiration every rest, and I hate him for it. Anyway,
You just cost him
I
$5.
just lost $5 to
to
myself.
myself. So as you are gathering there, like I said, it just begins to grow more and more unbearable because you feel it's such a weird feeling to feel so open and exposed from above, but so hemmed in from all sides.
And I will say too, like the more close in we get, like the tighter Kono is going to hold on to Shiara. Like
She's just getting more and more staticky too. Like it's not just in her hair. Like you know that feeling when like you've just built up too much static and you brush against someone and you give them kind of like that electric jolt accidentally, like the static jolt. Basically, her entire skin is like that right now. She's just so on edge.
It's
Opal
a good
feels
thing some people
uncomfortable.
like that.
I say Opal feels uncomfortable. She doesn't like her back exposed if nobody's like directly behind her. So she's gonna try to like angle
Berg
herself.
should be at your back.
I'm behind all of you guys, kind of like
Yeah.
Okay.
protectively hovering.
So picture
Yeah,
it like
it's-
Johnny
they're
here,
forming a
you
triangle.
two here, us two here.
Yeah, you two are like
Triangle.
in the middle of the triangle.
Okay. I was just gonna say like I was hoping then at least then it's like the line behind us and then like you know.
Yeah, Berg's keeping as best he can space behind us all so that people aren't like rushing up right on us.
Yeah. Still, Opal's a little bit on edge like everybody else, I'm assuming, because she doesn't like how close we are. And it's like we don't know them from Dick, Tom, and Cherry around here. So we're a little like,
Yeah.
great. So I guess like Opal's definitely going to be like looking out of the corner of her eye. Like anything that looks like, you know, like those loud outbursts, like people laughing really loud is definitely going to draw her attention for that moment. Like, what was that about?
Okay.
Like,
Give me a perception check, just you.
would a 17 do?
We'll see.
Oh no.
So, as you're looking around, you audibly notice a hush falling over the crowd. And everyone else is just immediate reaction, turning their gaze towards the center as this hush falls. But you're keeping your eyes open. You're looking around because you're on edge. You're unnerved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you're looking towards the center, you see what appears to be a very young, put together, very fancily dressed elf start to ascend the scaffolding in the middle of the park.
Ascend like he's climbing it, or ascend like he's floating up above it.
He's climbing up. He
Okay.
climbs
Okay.
up it. And then he takes his place in the middle of it. And he looks around with his arms outstretched to the crowd. And anyone that had not shushed to this point falls silent quickly. And he does a full 360. And it falls deathly silent. And then he begins to speak. And somehow, even though it seems like he is, pretty far away, His voice is booming as if being amplified, perhaps by some sort of magic. Can you count? I say, the future is ours if you can count. And some people in the front row start cheering wildly already to this, but it's very few and far between. He continues, now look what we have here. Right here before us. We have gangs from all over this city. We have the Sarnesians. And they're sitting right next to the Januses. We've got the Midnight Ladies right by the Upper Park Rangers. And nobody is wasting nobody. That is a miracle. And miracles is way the things ought to be. And more people start clapping, not just the people that are around the inner circle, but, it's starting to spread out a little bit at this point. You're standing right here now. 6 delegates, 100 gangs, and there's over 100 more. That's 20,000 hardcore members, 40,000 counting affiliates, and 20,000 more not organized but ready to fight. That's right, 60,000 soldiers. Now, I know what you're thinking, but there ain't more than 20,000 guards in this whole city. Can you dig it? The people around him start shouting, yeah, yeah. Can you dig it? Now here's the sum total. One gang could run this city. One. Nothing would move without us allowing it to happen. We could tax the crime syndicates, the guards, because we got the streets. The problem in the past has been the man turning us against one another. We have been unable to see the truth because we have been fighting for what? For 10 square feet of ground. Our turf. Our little piece of turf. That's crap, brothers. The turf is ours by right because it's our turn. All we have to do is keep up the general truce. We take it over one borough at a time. We secure our territory, secure our turf, because it's all our turf. And you see the crowd start to get really into it at this time. Like they are just, people are clapping, people are cheering. But Opal, you notice something. while the majority of people around you are clapping and cheering, you pick up on someone who is, quite a ways away from where you are, but still within your vision. And they are fumbling with something from their pocket. And as Silas is just winding down his speech, this other gang member finally seems to figure out whatever he's doing, and he kind of aims it in the same general direction as Silas.
I guess at that she's gonna scream gun.
Okay, so you scream.
Oh
You
my God.
scream as a lightning bolt streaks down out of the sky, striking Silas immediately and just frying him on the spot to a crisp. You were the last person to speak, and so all eyes are turning on you. And then you notice that the person that did it looks at you and goes, "Oh, it was her!
Oh, great.
The Saints! The Saints killed Silas!"
I immediately get in front of Opal.
Amidst the chaos, as if that wasn't enough, the very
So at this guy like trying to say the Saints, Kono will walk over to him and just slap the ever living fuck out of him. He's not gonna hit him.
You're not close to him. You are probably at least 100 feet, if not more, away through a thick crowd.
Dope monk shit. I'll bounce off people's heads. I don't give a shit.
So, okay, we'll say that Kono does try to go over that direction because you noticed where Opal was looking. At the same time, Silas is fried, though. The undeniable sound of the city guards' patrols begins to just be blasted all over this park.
We need to go.
And from all corners of the park, you see fully geared up, kitted out, full armor, tower shields. Also, like they're holding man catchers that appear to be electrified in their hands. Start marching in and trying to push in on the throng of people.
Opal's gonna turn to everybody. She's like, "It's been a trap the whole time."
Yeah, no
So-
shit, Johnny. I
Do we
fucking
recognize
told you.
the gang that this guy comes from? The guy that toasted Silas?
You've never seen them before in your life. You have no idea who they are.
Okay, if I have to make any kind of a roll for it, I will. But I want to take in his clothes. I want to take in his like how he's carrying himself. I want to like clock it all to see if he is actually one of us from the streets or if he is somebody else.
Oh yeah, and you can commit that to memory, no problem.
I would like to think, like, as he's running towards her, like, Opal's like, "Kono, no, we need to get out. This need to get out, not there." Like, let's
Which is-
go.
Exactly what Johnny says, and he looks at you guys and goes, "No, we go, and we go now." I said, if things got hot, we bop and we go back, and we go and we run and we go.
We run, we look guilty, boss.
Everyone's running.
The fucking guards here,
Everyone's
bro.
running, and you look around, and the place is chaos.
Bitch ass guards, we got this.
Everyone's
Everyone
scattering.
Level
is-
3.
Would you be saying this, or are you already moving?
Everyone.
No, I would be saying this, but I would be listening to Johnny and like moving the safest route I could find us to move out. And I would kind of this is where I would kind of tap Berg and just say, make a path, bud.
Yeah, at that moment, I pick up Opal and like cradle her safely, and you know what? Fuck it, I pick up Johnny too, and
Right.
start
And Shiara is
walking
definitely a
around.
backpack right now.
and I start
Okay.
making my way through the crowd.
So you start going through the crowd. You are making your way. You're making a line. People are following behind you. Now, all of you do notice that while, like, most of the people are panicking, there are some eyes that are still on you. Those eyes seem to be from Silas's own gang, and they seem like they're trying to follow. And it's I'd say you make it about 200 yards before Berg realizes that while Opal is still in his arms, Johnny is not.
Can I
I
make a
start looking.
perception roll? Because like I am definitely watching Johnny. Like Nona told me to keep an eye
Sure.
on that dumbass.
You
Right. I
could.
would say that Kono's keeping an eye on him too. So
Yeah,
I am
absolutely.
trained in perception.
Go for it.
I
I
mean, would I
got
be able to
a
make one too since he was in my arms?
I got a nat 20 for a 25.
Sure. I like it.
I would say Opal's watching anything close enough to her because honestly, she's afraid for her life right now. She's like, Jesus Christ. I
So
literally witnessed somebody with a gun.
Kono got a 18 plus 8 for a 26.
Okay.
So something tells me between Shiara and I, we would have seen something.
I got
Yeah,
an
we
18.
saw the
Fine.
dumbass go.
What was that, Berg?
I got an 18.
18. Okay. You did not notice him slip out of your grasp. Between Kono and Shiara, you did notice that Johnny was no longer with the group, but only after you had passed about 100 yards. And as you look back, you see him there as a crowd starts to descend around him. And he looks back and he makes eye contact directly with you, Kono. I said go. Don't wait for me. Bop our way back. Get out. As he says those last words to you, he turns, and if you're still watching,
Of course I am.
I'm like fucking sprinting towards him right now. Like
No,
this
you're
is
you're
what
trying to. The crowd is thick with people trying to run and trying to congeal. It's a chaos. It's a chaotic mess. But you see what appears to be the members of Silas's gang closing in, and Johnny is just unleashing on them a flurry of punches and kicks and just like springing hand punches and like all kinds of moves that you never thought Johnny was capable of. And there are nothing but a pile of bodies around him, but it's not enough because they keep sending numbers, and finally the wave just descends upon him. And you just see them start like pummeling down, and you can't see him any longer as they're pummeling down, but you can see people dropping as he's obviously still fighting back. And the only thing you can hear is him still yelling out, I said go! As the occasional body or two will drop as he is fighting off this entire horde.
So we're obviously not going home.
I am not leaving him.
But we
Well-
are going to have to at least make it look like we got out of here.
Right. You are running. And
Kono,
so that
drag your girlfriend because she's not willingly going. You need to drag her at this point.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
this is like her oldest friend. She is not fucking leaving. You're literally gonna have to pick her up, and she is gonna try and squirm away. She like
Berg's
she
gonna
is
pick-
not
I'm
going
not worried about it.
Berg's gonna pick the both of them up. I'm
You
gonna
don't
carry
got to
all
pick
three.
me up. I'm sitting
I'm
here
gonna-
saying we are not following everybody else. We're going a different way so that we can watch and see what happens to our boy.
And
Then-
I'm like, we know what's gonna happen. He's about to die. We need to get his ass out of there.
Berg will
And
pipe up
so-
and just say, "Too late," and he will
Johnny wouldn't
scoop
have,
up.
Johnny wouldn't have told us to go if he didn't have a plan.
Yeah. Berg will say that, and then he's going to scoop Kiara up and say to Kono,
But
lead us.
we don't leave a man behind, so we hide, we watch. Then we decide what we're doing.
And you feel all the eyes of the crowd, the ones that aren't fleeing, turn towards your group as you do start to make your way away from the center area. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Well done.
Because we're at the
Nice.
cutoff time. So
We are.
I think that's a good cliffhanger, though.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah. That was good. I love that.
All right. So, generally at the end, this is when we do what's going around the Nexus. And I'll let
What-
Danielle handle it because
Yeah,
I
what-
do it too much.
What is going around the Nexus, Danielle? Please tell us.
So tomorrow we got Threads of War, which we've got a new player joining us tomorrow. So I've been working on some stuff for his character that I'm very excited to share. Well, honestly,
I'm going to kill him.
No, you won't.
What?
He's not doing the annoying one. He's doing the not annoying one.
I said what I said.
But no, I'm excited for this
Nice.
character. I came up with some pretty cool stuff tonight. So yes, I'm excited for these plot points. So we got Threads of War this week. It is an off week for Univrasa's Worm, so we're not doing that. But on Thursday, we do have the Talk Work Nexus, where we are talking about, I believe, it's video games this week.
Yup.
Yeah.
All right.
One of my favorite topics.
So y'all have fun with that. I do not know video games well enough for that. But I'll watch it. But yeah, you guys have fun with that. You guys get to see exactly what kind of nerds these guys are. And then next week we will be back on Monday for Uncharted. We will be doing Northern Cross. So Hannah and myself will be there. And then Tuesday, so this campaign in Night City Royale is going to be we're doing every other week for this, yeah?
Every other week, yes. So we're on off weeks from Uno versus Worm, which I am also in, which is next Friday. So then the following Tuesday will be this campaign once more.
Yes.
Nice.
Good job, Danielle.
That was great.
Thank you. I do things right sometimes.
Good
All
first
right.
session.
Good first session, guys. But with that, if the big boss man says it's all right, I do think I will hit the end stream, and we will see all of you guys hopefully back here tomorrow for Threads of War.
Let's do it.
Word.
Good night, everybody.
Night.
Have a good night.